All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, September 6th, 2020, day 23 of my 25-day mental health challenge presented to me by Christine Love Peace. Just 2 more days to go. It's pretty incredible that this was over 3 weeks ago that I started this, and I'm almost completing it. So awesome. Um, hey, I got to give a shout out here to my son Matthew, who hooked me up with the Nike skateboard shirt. Love it. Okay. So I said I'm going to wear that today. Pretty cool. All right. Topic today for the 25-day mental health challenge is not just moving on, but continuing on. One of the earlier ones I had was moving on and how we need to move on. And we're going to see that there's a difference between moving on and continuing on. And that's what we're going to just have a quick talk on today, moving on and continuing on. Again, as a parent, as a student, as a teacher, as whatever you do, there's things in our life that we need to be able to continue on, not just move on, but continue on from them. Okay, so like anything else, I'm going to start with a verse. And it says, this verse comes from Galatians 6, verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So let us not become weary in doing good. Don't become tired of it because it can be tiresome sometimes having that positive attitude, doing good when people aren't responding the way you hope they would or people are attacking you. So don't get weary in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Once again, doesn't say you're going to be successful. Doesn't say you're going to change everybody. It says if you do not give up. Okay, so that to me is the difference between moving on and continuing on. You could move on, and to me, so I looked up the word continue. Okay, so to me, moving on is simply choosing not to dwell in the past or on the past, and you just start looking forward. So when you move on, you say, okay, I'm not going to dwell on that thing that happened, and I'm going to start looking forward. But I looked up the definition of continue. If you want to continue on, continue is without a break in continuity, ongoing. So I think about this 25-day mental health challenge. I have not had a break in continuity for 23 days. It has been ongoing. I didn't miss a day. Now, I'm not saying that to blow my own horn. I'm saying it because there's plenty of days I didn't want to do this. There's days I do it this early just so I can get it over with because I have anxiety about doing it. Again, who at this point does anyone even care anymore what I have to say? And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but 23 days, it's like, okay, bro, we got you. Hit the road. And so even that part of it for me, it's like, okay, I got to do this every day because I know if I take a day off, it's going to turn into 2 days, 3 days, and then I won't do this anymore. So again, continuing on is continuity, it's ongoing, it's to persist in an activity or process. Again, nothing about completing, persisting, continuing. And I think this is what I want people to understand about continuing on. Continuing on, you might never achieve that goal you're looking for, but every single day you're getting there. You're finding the proper way to do it. Okay, so um, moving on is simply choosing to not dwell on the past and looking forward, whereas continuing on is a persistence in creating change, staying focused, and staying on task. Okay, so when you continue on, you're looking to create some change, whether that change is in yourself or the people around you, your community, whatever it may be. You have to stay focused. We understand that. And then you have to stay on task, which could be very difficult to do. All right. So, again, the suggestions from the common man. Okay, if I was talking to people and said, okay, well, how would I do this? Okay, so things that I would give advice on, things that work for me. Okay, so to continue on, how? Well, each day is a new start and a new beginning. If I want to learn one thing about this in the last 23 days, is each day is a new start and a new beginning. Every day I get to start over. Every day is a new beginning. And I think sometimes we forget about that. And that's a pretty cool thing if you think about it. Each day is a new chance to continue on, to be persistent, to not dwell on the past. Okay, well, again, stay positive because there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be detractors. There's going to be life getting in the way. So to continue on, you have to stay positive. You have to know that there's going to be obstacles. And Be excited that there are obstacles because you're going to get to persist through them. Okay, keep going on, keep moving forward. I think that's the key. Okay, in um, continuing on, excuse me, in moving on, we were looking forward. In continuing on, we're moving forward. It's the actual action. Okay, so moving on is to look, but continuing on is to actually the act of moving forward, not just looking. Okay, so if we want to start each day, new start, new beginning, stay positive, expect bumps in the road, you got to keep moving on, you got to keep moving forward. Well, we're back to our friends again for four, ask for help, ask for advice when needed. I think that's big. You got to consistently look for support from people around you. And again, students, teachers, it's the same thing. When you're having these difficulties, these bumps in the roads, concerned parents, look for people around you for that support, for that advice, for that help. And here's what I think that if you want to continue on, if you want to have that active movement to persist without a break in continuity, ongoing, pick one simple challenge each day to complete. And I try doing that now. For me, this is perfect. It's the 25 push ups plus five. So I do more than that each day, but that's something that I challenge myself. You have to do at least 50 push ups every day. You have to. That's part of what you're going to do. That's part of my routine. So I make sure that I continue to do that. And if I can fit in more, I can. Okay. I recommended a video for you right before this. It's called Make Your Bed. And if you have not seen this, I set up the link. You can see it there. And I'd love for you to watch this. I would show this to my students at the beginning of the year. And then I would put a sign up on my wall all year that said, Make Your Bed. And basically, what this is this is a military person, I believe he's an admiral, who gives this speech about just completing a simple task each day, like making your bed, and how that could lead to bigger and greater things. So I used to love showing this to my kids because I thought this was just a great thing. Hey, make your bed, man. Let's go. It's the little things. It's the little things. Picking up after yourself, raising your hand when you're asking a question, being polite, listening to someone else's opinion, and if you disagree with it, not being harsh towards it. So it's all those little things. And that's what I would tell them. When you do those little things, the big things take care of themselves. And again, so I think, why was I a good classroom manager? Because I took care of all the little things, and then the kids took care of the big things. I didn't have to do that for them. I didn't have those problems with them because I would consistently remind them and encourage them to do those right things in the little ways to build their character so they can do those big things and continue on in life doing them. So that's all I wanted to just share today, the difference between moving on and continuing on. We all want to continue on. We want to be persistent in that activity or process, 25 for the cause, whether you're running, biking, push-ups, walking, swimming, whatever it may be, talking to that person for 25 minutes. Do it without a break, continuity, ongoing. I have one of my neighbors swimming. And, I told him you got to do it every day. You could break up the way you do it, but do it every day. Let it become part of your routine. So that was my goal today, for all of you to try to think about one simple challenge for you to complete each day and complete that simple challenge. And again, if it's as simple as making your bed, that's all it has to be. Okay, so I'm going to pump out my 25 for the cause after this, plus 5 more for the military. Okay, the ultimate public servants. And so as I saw that admiral on there today, I said, can't forget about our military, all these men and women who sacrifice their freedoms, their lives to protect our freedom and our life. I mean, what greater public service is there to your country than to be in the military? All right, listen, one last thing. Tuesday, September 15th, 6:30 p.m. is the next Sarasota County School Board meeting at the Landings. Use your 3 minutes. I think if that's going to be my continuing on, I'm going to, every month, my goal is to go to the school board meeting and use my 3 minutes to speak about issues. And so, since I only have 2 episodes left of my 25 for the challenge, the last 2 days, I'm going to talk about this Get Real initiative that I want to continue to push. Guarantee every teacher respect, education, accountability, leadership. Get real. And so I want to speak each month to make sure that the Sarasota County School Board and our new superintendent is getting real, is showing this respect, offering this education, showing the accountability, modeling the leadership. Okay, so it's time to get real. It's time for the Sarasota County School Board to step up. If there's one thing I understand in looking at the comments, there's a lot of people dissatisfied with the school board. And don't take that as an insult, take that as a constructive criticism. Listen to the people when they speak to you. Don't turn your head and look in disgust like some of the school board members were accused of and were caught doing. How about giving people your attention? How about giving them that respect so they can continue on and move forward in their cause? So, again, please use those 3 minutes on September 15th. How great will it be to have 20 people in that room, everybody using their 3 minutes? I love it. Okay, so continue on. And 2 more days, and I'll be sharing the Get Real initiative with you. So, have a great Sunday. I'm going to go listen to my brother-in-law, Pastor Robert Buckus from Christ the King Church in Naugatuck, and see what message he's going to share with us today. All right, God bless. Have a great Sunday.